What's going on YouTube? So with today's video, I'm going to give you 5 great fragrances that smell timeless. Some of these fragrances might be a little bit older, might have been released in, let's say, the 90s, while some of them might have been released 3 years ago. Alright, let's just get it started right now. First one is going to be Prada Love. This itself is just, oh Lord. Generally, I'm not a big fan of iris heavy fragrances, but this stuff is just a work of art. There's like beautiful, soapy, clean iris. There's Neroli, amber, violet. There's some geranium, but also some amber. This, just like heavy in iris, Neroli. There's some of that geranium, and it dries down to like a slight ambery, woody musk. Overall, this stuff is just sensational. It's a timeless classic that will never go out of style. You could dress this one down to dressing it up casually, but also this will go very well with a suit and tie. It's more of a daytime fragrance, and it's more of a spring and summer fragrance, but you could wear this all year round if you work in an office. This smells very rich, and you're not breaking the bank. This will cost you anywhere from 60 to 80 bucks. But for what you're getting, it smells a lot more expensive than that. Oh, modern day classic, will never go out of style, and longevity off this one here is going to be 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 2, I ended up plugging this one a couple years ago. It is discontinued, so just get it while you can. But the scent profile itself will never go out of style. Ferrari Bright Neroli. Now, why this won't go out of style is because this smells like 4711, which is an old fragrance. It's been around, what, for like 200 years? It definitely has a lot of that similarities with the Neroli. It's a clean, fresh, floral dominated fragrance. It's got like orange blossom, yuzu, it's got some citruses, some iris, loads of Neroli. And I have stated this a number of times that this does get comparisons to Tom Ford Neroli Portofino without the price tag. It does go along that route, but it's not 100%. I would say it's maybe 70, 75. And this lasts maybe a little bit longer than Tom Ford. I get about 6 to 7 hours, sometimes 8 hours, but generally 6 to 7 hours. And this is ageless. Someone who's in high school all the way to a grandfather could rock this one here. This is white t-shirt and jeans to a nice suit. It's more of a daytime fragrance, so if you work in corporate America or just like an office environment, this is a great work scent, including this one here. This smells more professional, however, than this, but this is a great office fragrance that's not going to offend anybody. It's got that clean, fresh, soapy, out of the shower vibe, and it is unisex, so ladies, you could rock this one, no problem. Fragrance number 3, this house, this brand is definitely, it's rich, it's timeless for sure, and it's iconic in the fashion industry. Chanel Allure Homme Sport. This came out in 04, and oh wow, this is the only fragrance that I ended up finishing an actual bottle, because I love it that much that I ended up getting a second one. This has C notes, loads of citruses, aldehydes, it's got vanilla, tonka bean, and so on. It's clean, it's fresh, but at the same time you're gonna get some of that sweet tonka bean, some vanilla to add a little bit of boost to it. The aldehydes is what adds something unique and different, but you could dress this one down to dressing it up as well. So it'll definitely do well in a daytime semi-formal event. Even though it does say sport, there is a little bit of elegance to this one as well. Longevity off this is surprisingly pretty damn good. I get anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. It's spring and summertime. You can dress it down to dressing it up once again. Kids to a grandfather. It does have that, like a little bit more of a youthful touch because of that tonka bean and that vanilla. I think it would do best if you're an older person who has a youthful soul. Fragrance number 4, this came out in 1998. It was revolutionary back then, and it's a timeless classic today that will never go out of style. Hugo Boss bottle, came out in 98. It's plum, vanilla, green apple, vanilla, there's some sandalwood, and I think maybe a little bit of geranium. This is spring and fall. It's a very versatile fragrance that's very, very popular. I believe that this is Hugo Boss's like #1 seller of all time. Even to this very day, I think that it outsells like Hugo Boss's scent Private Accord, which is an amazing fragrance. Hugo Boss, Hugo Now. They have so many fragrances, this brand, they have to kind of like chill a little bit. You know, this has a number of flankers as well that kind of has to chill, but nothing will beat the original. This is 7 to 9 hours. And fragrance number 5, this brand itself is timeless because it has a lot of history. It's been out for, I believe, 200 years, give or take. Guerlain Homme Le Boisé. This has lime, loads of vetiver. Lime and vetiver are the main notes. You're gonna get some musk, some sandalwood, mint and grass. So it's a bright, zesty fragrance with the lime. Earthy with the woods, but also that vetiver. It's green with the mint and grass, and yeah, just overall. This has a little bit more of an older touch to it, so I would say someone who's 30 and up would appreciate this one here. This smells of class and elegance, yet you could dress this one down casually. It's a very versatile fragrance though, daytime, nighttime, casually, to a suit and tie, to even a tuxedo. This is very masculine, but it's not like in your face, like, you know, heavy duty. So if you don't like those types of fragrances, then I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like this. If you like earthy scents, definitely you're gonna like this one here. Longevity off this one here is gonna be 8 to 9 hours. And guys, that's it. I just gave you 5 fragrances that smell timeless. Some of these fragrances might go out of style, like, you know, like this is discontinued, but you can get it for a reasonable price tag right now. You can still get it for under 40 bucks. But again, the scent profile of this is just soapy, fresh, and clean. A lot of fragrances that are soapy, fresh, and clean just don't really go out of style. Now, if you want to see some actual reviews of these, they will all be down in the description box below what videos to watch next. Well, why don't you check out this side of here, and before you go, please make sure to give me one of these, as I really would appreciate it. I think of time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.